Lung cancer is the largest killer in terms of malignancies. 85% of lung cancers are tobacco-driven. There are growing numbers of people who've never smoked, no secondhand smoke exposure, who are getting lung cancer. Air pollution is clearly leading people to die often younger than they otherwise would have. And it's in the millions. There's certainly certain zip codes where there are much higher levels of particulate matter that has been linked to the formation of lung cancer. And other diseases. There's more cardiac risk in those areas. There's more childhood asthma in those places. We need to work on quantitating chronic pollution exposure risk. And what I mean by that is, if you look at lung cancer screening with CTs, the people who are eligible have to fall in a certain age range, and they have to have smoked a certain amount of tobacco over X amount of years. And if people have X amount of tobacco years exposure, we know that they'll benefit from being on CT screening for lung cancer. So the argument is, are we going to get to a point where people in areas that are known to have higher levels of pollution will qualify for screening? Because ultimately, that's what's going to change lung cancer mortality, meaning that we need to be able to identify those folks who maybe live in those areas and actually screen them. We can't do that now, but those studies will have to be done. Not everyone can just pick up and move to the country. I do think there are certain things people can do. You probably should not be running along a major traffic thoroughfare at peak traffic, right? Because those cars are spewing exhaust. And so you might think you're being super healthy by jogging, but that's not where you want to be running. We need people to be aware, and everyone needs to be their own activist. People should educate themselves about their environment. This is something that we have the wherewithal to change. I do think there are ways for people to search for their air pollution based on their, whether their city or their zip code. And then the big issue really is to let their representatives know that clean air matters and that they want them to support things that can, over time, really lessen the amount of air pollution that our loved ones, our families, our communities are being exposed to. And as we shift to cleaner energy, it's not only going to lower the carbon footprint of the nation, it's going to make the air healthier for all of us.